How does addiction work and progress? Well, in early stages of addiction, most individuals are just in the experimental phase. They're trying different drugs for whatever reason. Their friends are usually the largest influence, or their family members themselves. And so over time, if they get a wow response to a drug, such as alcohol, then they will want that wow response again. And at some point, they cross the threshold from a social drinker or a weekend drinker to a daily drinker, because they want that wow every single day, and they no longer feel good without the wow. So the progression literally causes brain changes in our circuitry. There is something called epigenetics, which means upon the gene, above the gene, and causes changes in our genetics with the brain chemistry. And so now we suddenly need, say, instead of needing 3 alcoholic beverages to get a wow, we now need 6, 9, 12. Instead of using 1 Percocet to get a wow, we now need 2, 3, 4. And as a result of the brain changes, the hijacking of the brain, we become very addicted and dependent. And now when we're using the drug every single day, if we stop the drug, we've built up a tolerance, and now we start going into something called withdrawal. And withdrawal is unique for every chemical. The scary thing is that alcohol withdrawal, untreated, could lead to seizures and death. I would say benzodiazepine withdrawal is very similar and untreated. If someone stops cold turkey, they could have seizures, which could clearly lead to an accident if they were driving, because they don't know when the seizure would come. Medications or drugs such as opiates, if you stop cold turkey, you will have significant side effects of nausea, vomiting, throwing up. And so generally speaking, people are afraid to go cold turkey because they're afraid to have the physical withdrawal symptoms. Drugs such as amphetamines, the withdrawal is generally just crashing, so to speak. Some irritability, crashing, wanting to sleep for 2 or 3 days. There's not a lot of physical side effects to it, other than if you're sleeping for 2 or 3 days, you're not getting adequate nourishment. So that's the progression of drugs.